Hi guys, welcome back to what I'm teaching this week. In this video, we're gonna be talking about 3rd grade holiday lessons, and I am pumped because this is like my favorite time of the year, especially teaching elementary music and getting to do all the like fun holiday things. Like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. My 3rd graders are reviewing law, so they already presented it and then we spent a week practicing, and so now we're just kind of like a little bit of review, and we're gonna do a lot of fun stuff, including the Nutcracker. So I've decided 3rd grade is where we're like going hard with the Nutcracker, and then actually we'll do Swan Lake in the spring, and we're doing like different kinds of dancing basically in 3rd grade. And so we're doing a lot of Nutcracker things for this one, and so it's gonna be a really great time. So let's get started. This week we are starting on Monday, and the first thing we're doing is a movement activity that goes with tree pack or Russian dance. So this one actually is going to be part of my virtual field trip. So I'm creating a Nutcracker virtual field trip. It should be out like the week I filmed this. I don't know when this video is going up. So if my Nutcracker virtual field trip is available, it will be linked in the description down below. If it is not, then go follow me on Instagram, it's Becca's Music Room, or go join my email list. I will leave both those in the description, and I will make sure I notify you when it is available, because it will be available very, very soon if it is not already out. All of that to say, the tree bag movement that we are doing along with this is a video that I'm including in the virtual field trip. So there's like a whole bunch of like play along and move along videos. It has been a beast, but it's gonna be amazing. I'm super pumped. I'm so excited about it. It's all like winter wonderland themes. So on the A section, we're pretending we're ice skaters, and we are jumping on the big like bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. And usually the first time we jump, and the second time I tell them to jump and spin and do an ice skater spin, because it's hilarious. And then on the second part of the A section, the bum, 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 bum. Do you like the words, by the way, that I've got to Russian dance? We're going down, and on the screen there's snowflakes, so they're following the snowflakes as the snow falls down from the sky. On the B section, we are searching for the ice castle, and so even on the screen there's like a little person moving back towards the little ice castle, and so we are just searching back and forth and walking to the steady beat. On the C section, that's the part that goes bum 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 bum. We're pretending like the ice queen froze us, and so you have to freeze on each of those bum bumps. So it's like bum 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 bum, and they can make any statue that they want, and then it goes back to the A section. Very simple, very cute, very great. Absolutely love it. And I have to be honest, it is so nice to have the video of it, because I can just be like, here, go. And it is a great job. After that, we are talking about how this is a ballet and what a ballet is, and I show them a quick video of this song from the Nutcracker, and so that's just like one on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of them. And then after that I tell them this isn't just any ballet, it's actually a Christmas ballet, and I ask what holidays they celebrate in December. Now, I've mentioned before that my school is very, very homogenous, and so literally we had like 2 kids who didn't celebrate Christmas, and they transferred to a new school. So like we literally have all of our kids do Christmas, every single one of them. But I always like to check, you know, just in case someone's new and I didn't notice, or you know, whatever. And so I always ask like what holidays they celebrate in December, and they're like, it's Christmas, and I'm like, does anyone celebrate anything else? This week they were like, my birthday. I was like, okay, that's not what I meant. And then I'm like, great, so we're gonna learn a Christmas song, and we work on Winter Wonderland. Now this one actually is really good because it doesn't mention any holidays in particular, so it would be totally fine no matter where you are. But we just do like some simple little things, and so basically I just say repeat after me, and we learn each of the words, and we do little actions. So we just do sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we stroll along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job while you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the in pain, walking in a winter wonderland. So usually I teach them the first 2 of the verses, and then we'll listen to it. And I love Michael Bublé's version of it because I love him. And then after we listened to the first 2 verses, actually this week I asked them, I was like, do you want to keep, they looked at me like I had like taken their puppy away. When I stopped the music, they were like, we're not gonna keep going. And so I was like, do you want to keep going? And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay. And so we ended up learning the whole thing, and this will pop back up later. So we'll just, I mean, very simply by rote, do these actions, and then we listen to it and do the actions, and they usually dance it pretty quickly. And then I'm like, great. Last time we were here, now that we're all nice and warmed up and our bodies are warmed up and our voices are warmed up, we're gonna go over a song that we learned last time, and it goes like this. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in filled with pumpkin pie. And so we go over that a couple times. We learned last time, like I mentioned. And then after that, we are reviewing So Me and Law because it's about to be pertinent. And so I just popped this little thing up on the screen from my Lemonade thing, and we review the hand signs. And then I have a couple of these flashcards. These are actually my Thanksgiving flashcards, but you know what, it's fine. And so what I did is I printed them out, and everyone gets their own flashcard. And so we sing the song, and while we sing the song, we walk in a circle, and then at the end I will sing a pattern, and I usually will throw it up on the board too. So like for this one, I would sing La Sol Mi Mi, and I purposely only do like 5 different cards, so everybody that has La Sol Mi Mi has to go switch spots, and so it makes it kind of chaotic but really, really, really fun. And then we go back to the song, and then we go the next pattern. You could also do it where whoever like doesn't get to a seat is out, so you could do like a musical chairs kind of version of it. I'm not doing that, but maybe musical chairs is a little too violent for me, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe we won't do that, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If I was gonna do it with any grade, I would do it with 3rd grade, because 3rd grade's usually like my best kids. It's great. And so we do that, and then at the very end, oh, and so that, by the way, is very similar to something I mentioned this song on Instagram, and I saw this song on Instagram and someone used a very similar thing, but they just did like they would say like pumpkin, and everyone holding a pumpkin would go. So very similar, but I'm doing the patterns just to make it a little bit more on brand with what we're doing. And then we do a quick exit ticket where I just show them 2 different things, and they have to tell me. I'll sing one, and they just tell me, is it number 1 or number 2? Pretty much everyone can get this right, and it just helps me real quick to make sure that we are all together. And so I just have 3 of those. Then on Tuesday, we're going over Tree Pack again, and this time we are adding the scarves to it just to make it a little bit more fun. And then we're talking a little more about the Nutcracker. So this time I go through and I share, oh look, I share who the characters in the Nutcracker are, and then I share the story. So it just goes step by step through like the main points of the story so that the kids understand a little bit more about it. And this will also be included in my virtual field trip. You know, I make things for you that I make for my kids, and so 3rd grade's the one doing most of this, and then it will be in there for you. And then after that, we're watching a video. Today we actually did 2 videos. So we watched one of Chinese dance, and then we watched one of the mouse battle thing, which was, I think, a lot more fun. So I think we'll stick with that one instead. Then after this, depending on how much time we have, we're either going to do Tree Pack on instruments, which is also a thing included in my virtual field trip, or we're gonna do a play along with Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, which is also again included in my virtual field trip. Oh, look at that. And so all of that is going to be in there, and it has quarter notes, 8th notes, and quarter rest, so it's pretty good for 3rd grade. Today was Tuesday, and so all we did was we did that, and then we went over and reviewed Winter Wonderland. I would like next week, we'll see, to have the kids get in groups and make different So Me Law patterns. And so I have like little snowflake manipulatives that have like So Me and Law on them, and so just to have them use those to make different patterns would be a lot of fun. And then while they're doing that, I can pull kids who need a little more of a review based on our exit ticket from yesterday about what all the things are. like I mentioned, we didn't get to that today, so I will see if we get to it. Not next week. Next week's Thanksgiving. The week after Thanksgiving. And if not, then I'll nix it. I always look at my first set of lessons as kind of like an experiment. And so I'll find things like that where I'm like, we just don't have time. Or sometimes it's like, oh, we just wasted too much time. You know, like I said, we watched 2 videos. So if I cut out a video, then can we do this? I don't know. We'll find out. So always take anything that I say and with a grain of salt, and make sure that you are really reviewing your lessons and making sure they work. Because if they don't work, do something to make them work. Then on Wednesday, the kids come in and we're doing a movement activity with March, which you guessed it, is available in the virtual field trip. This is like literally what 3rd grade's doing, and I'll warn you, when we get back in January, I think we're doing like Swan Lake, and so it's all gonna be on the virtual field trip. But what we're doing for this one is the kids are doing a movement activity, so I just say, hello, follow me. And so what I do for this is on the A section, we play on our legs, so we go bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, 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 clap. And so we do that and then wave back and forth for the second part. The ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Anyway, then on the B section, we do snowflakes falling down. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go up and down. And then on the C section, I tell them there's a blizzard and to just do like crazy blizzard hands, because that's kind of what it sounds like. And the pattern for March, by the way, is a nice rondo, A-B-A-C-A-B-A, which was really cool. Actually, I did this also with 5th grade, so spoiler, I'm doing this with 5th grade too. And one of the kids asked me, they were like, how come we only did the blizzard thing once? And I was like, oh, great question. And I was able to show them this and talk about like how there's only one C and how there's lots and lots of A's and how that's like on purpose and that's the form and that has a specific thing. Anyway, all that to say, after that, we're going over Winter Wonderland yet again. Yes, I know they're gonna be so sick of it. It's gonna be great. And then I'm like, awesome. What are some things that you do in your family for Christmas? And eventually somebody always says, oh, we have a Christmas tree. I'm like, great, I know a song about Christmas trees. And so then I'll go through and teach them the song, Oh Christmas Tree, but I like to do the Oh Tannenbaum, just so that they have that, like, you know, fancy word. And so this one is, if you've never done Oh Christmas Tree, it is super, super easy, especially for 3rd graders, because at least my 3rd graders always love to sing. And so this is actually a freebie in my free resource library, so I'll link it down below. It's poster size, which is why it's vertical, from before I was Google Slides converted. And so I'll just teach them the words really quick, and it's pretty stinking easy. And I usually just go to the piano and just play like chords along with it, and it's very, very simple and easy. And then I'll ask them if I had someone who didn't celebrate Christmas, then this would be perfect, but I don't. And then after that, I'm like, great. So a lot of us celebrate Christmas, but some people actually celebrate other holidays in December, and there's lots of other things we can celebrate. And so I'll name off a couple of different ones. And then I'll tell them one holiday that we can celebrate in December is Hanukkah. So Hanukkah is called the Festival of Lights, and I give them a short little spiel. I pulled this out of my dreidel song lesson, and it just gives like a short little, like, this is what Hanukkah is. And so we keep it real short on the first day, and then we're going over the song Hanukkah Hanukkah, and I can link both the Have a Little Dreidel and the Hanukkah lessons down below. This one I always do with 2nd grade specifically because it has half notes, but 3rd grade hasn't learned half notes because COVID, so we're doing it this year and it's gonna be great. Anyway, so if you don't know the song, it's super cute. It goes, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, festival of lights, candles glow in a row, 7 days, 8 nights. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, make your dreidel spin, round and round, everyone join in. I have a whole blog post about Hanukkah, so I will link that down below, and I go through like exactly how I use it. I think I have an ORF arrangement on there. I know there's an ORF arrangement in the product. We're not doing it, obviously. That's why I don't know if it is there or not. And so we go through that, and so usually before we sing it, I'll teach them enough to understand the song. So we'll talk about the Festival of Lights, the candles, how many nights it is, the dreidel, just kind of like, here's, you know, what's going on. And then after that, we're actually reading a book that I just got that I'm very excited about. Actually, I haven't read it yet, so tomorrow we'll see how it goes. But that book is called The Story of Hanukkah. I got it off Amazon. I will link it down below. And I got it specifically because it actually like literally tells the story of Hanukkah. It's like, here's what Hanukkah is, here's how we celebrate it now. Really, really great. Exactly what I was looking for. And then after that, having them turn and talk to their neighbor about what they learned today. Now, as you know, I usually do not plan a Thursday lesson at all, because usually I never have a 5-day week, and that is pretty true. And so if I happen to see them, I don't know, we'll probably, my tentative idea is that we would either do like stuff for my virtual field trip that I don't have planned for them to do, or we could do the sleigh ride Jingle Bell routine, which is also a freebie in my free resource library. I'll link it down below. Or we will do Hanukkah and play dreidel and do the Orff arrangements. So we'll see. Just see how I'm feeling and who I get that week, if I have any weeks that are 5 days. Then after that, on Friday, they come in and we're doing Winter Wonderland a whopping 4th time. And then after that, I haven't made this part yet. I need to get on that because we need to do it in like 2 days. But we are doing a snowball fight. So what we're doing is I am currently making a snowball fight themed solfege activity where the kids have to guess the correct solfege pattern. And what we're doing is they're gonna be split into teams. This is my vision, I hope it works out. They're gonna be split into teams. We're gonna take a whole bunch of pieces of paper and ball them up. And so each team's gonna have like a bucket full of snowballs, and one at a time, one person from each team will have to come up, and we'll probably do it as a race. So like the first 2 people have to come up and throw their snowball into the bucket for the correct answer. So if they think it's this one, they throw it into this bucket. If they think it's this one, they throw it into this bucket. They get a point for getting the answer correct, and they also get a point if they get it in the bucket. So if they get it in the bucket and it's correct, they get 2. If they just answer it correctly but don't get it in the bucket, then they just get 1 point for their team. I'm hoping this is gonna work out. It sounds like a lot of fun, so I'm super excited. And usually the best things for me, the best lessons are always the ones that I'm excited about, because then I like transfer that excitement to the kids. So I think that'll be fun. After that, we're going over O Tannenbaum again, and then Hanukkah, and then they are going to play dreidel. So I have a whole bunch of wooden dreidels that I got off of Amazon. I will link them down below. They were pretty cheap. And I just throw up on the board the little thing that shows, you know, this and explain how to do dreidel. And I have some gelt that actually I include in my Hanukkah resource. There's normal gelt and also rhythm gelt, where it has like different rhythms with half notes in it, because that's what you're focusing on for that lesson. And so if you do that, so sometimes I do that where, so some years I do that where I'll have the kids, every time they put one in, they have to read off the rhythm. Since we haven't done half note yet, we're not going to do that. We're just going to play the game, and that's going to be their game time, and it's going to be a really great time. And then at the very end, I'm going to have them fill out a quick little exit ticket where they just have to write down the letters from the solfege pattern up on the little piece of paper, so that I just have like, okay, I want to know what to do in January. Like, what do we do when we get to January? Are we still, you know, needing to focus on this? Can we move on? Where are we? Just all that kind of stuff. So that is all that my 3rd graders are doing in the month of December. I am super excited. We already started some of it in November, and it's gonna be a great time. So I will link everything down below. If the virtual field trip's available, it will be linked. If not, then go follow me on Instagram or join my email list, because I will be shouting it from the rooftops, because it has been a beast. And also I think it's gonna be amazing and you're gonna love it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.